morning everyone. Another perfect tench fisher's dawn. Beautiful out there. So I've just arrived up at Marsh Farm here. Harris Lake I'm on today again. I've come right down the bottom end. It's quite busy today. 10 anglers on when I arrived at about 5:30, just before 6 actually in the end. Looks like it's going to be a hot one today, so not really expecting that much, but we're going to try our best. So it's a Friday today, Friday the 7th of June 2024. Now that's my dear old dad's birthday today. Sadly he passed away last December, so heavenly happy birthday Dad. Hope you're catching plenty up in that big lake in the sky. So because it's my dad's birthday today, what I've got planned is something a little bit special. I've been waiting to do this for this day. I've got his old split cane fishing rod and ambidex fishing reel that he got for his 21st birthday present all those years ago, and I've got it just over there. Very precious rod that is, so I'm going to be careful with it, and later today I'm going to rig it up and see if I can catch a tench on his old rod. Wouldn't that be great? In the meantime, I've just got my two normal rods out there on feeder with little pellets, scattered some pellets around the area just to see if there's any tench around. But what I'm really looking forward to is getting my dad's rod together and seeing that fishing again after all of these years. First cast, and one's just shot off. It's gone straight into these pads alongside me here. Now, I did have that trouble before when I fished this swim last year. I just kept diving into the pads, and this one's done the same. Got him out. Only a little one, but a nice start to my dad's birthday. There you go, only a little baby, but a nice way to start the day. It's one of those very rare crucians. Not big, probably just pushing 2 pounds this one, but it's a crucian. Happy with that. Now this is the very special rod that I was talking about earlier. This is my dad's 21st birthday present all those years ago. God rest your dad. It was made by A.G. Floyd, and it's called the Matador. appropriately. 10-foot split cane rod. I think it must have been built around the 1940s or 50s. And that's coupled with this ancient reel here. It's an ambidex. It's called the ambidex. Very popular reel back in the day, made by J.W. Young. So he got this outfit on his 21st birthday. So what I've done, I've rigged it up with a float. Tiny little float there, out of his collection of old floats from days gone by, years gone by. So I've baited up a little patch alongside the margins here, just in front of some reeds, some iris, yellow iris, and some lilies. And we're going to try and catch a tench on my dad's old rod. Wouldn't that be something? So, give me some luck, Dad. Right, here we go then. I'm just going to flick this out alongside those pads there, and fingers crossed we get one. Right, it's 12:15 now, so here's a little update. As you might be able to see behind me, it's all changed. I just went for a walk around and went up to the shop to get some maggots in an effort to try and catch some fish out of the first swim. Walked past this swim, and the guy that was in it, I think he was in here overnight, had gone. So quickly ran around and dumped something in the swim, went and got my gear, and I'm in my favourite Peg 42. Favourite because you got the pads out on the island. So hopefully I might be able to get a fish or two out of here, because nothing was happening in the first swim. You know, it's all calm down there. It's got a bit of a ripple here because the wind's pushing up. So hopefully I might be able to find a fish or two. Not a monster, but a start. About half an hour in the new swim and we bagged one already. So signs are looking good. Well, I've been having great fun using my dad's old rod and his old reel and his old float. Catching these little rudd on a double maggot and a size 16 hook. But I think it's time to step it up a bit now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it onto a method feeder with a little pellet and see if we can get a tench on my dad's old rod. don't know when to give up these little tench. That one nearly pulled a rod in. I was just doing something else with the other rod then, and it whacked up because I've got the anti-reverse switched on. The rod slid down the rod dress and was in danger of going in. It's only a little one. So only one. Now what I want to do is rig up a feeder rig on my dad's rod, and the next one I catch, it's got to be on my dad's rod. Right, here we go, this is it. My dad's old cane rod that he got for his 21st birthday. The Ambidex reel that he also got for his 21st birthday. And I've just tied on a new rig. Flatbed feeder, ground bait moulded round, a few odd loose pellets in there, short little hook link, size 14 hook with a banded fluorescent slow sinking pellet on the end, and I'm hoping that's going to catch a tench on my dad's old rod. Right, let's give it a go. Set. That rod's out there alongside one of my more modern rods, but actually my modern rod has got I've just, oh, there we go, we're in, this is it. The old rod bends again. Just what I didn't want to happen. It's got into the lily pads, and I was scared to put too much of bend in it in case the rod broke. Oh no, it's got right round the corner and all. Fish is still on. worked perfectly. Oh my god. I was so worried then because it got in the lily pads and it got right the way around the corner. And I thought we were going to lose it, but slackened off a little bit, kicked around and came out. And we've got the biggest tench of the day, would you believe, on my dad's rod. And I've just realised, not only is this my dad's 21st birthday present rod, special rod for him, he named all of his rods, you know, after things that meant a lot to him, you know, like Merlot and various whiskies, you know, his children of course, and he named this rod Lee. How appropriate is that? And I've also just realised too that this rod was the actual rod that I used when I was 13, 14 years old, and I caught my first ever carp. So I caught my first ever carp on this rod as well, so it's a bit of a special rod. Biggest tench of the day on my dad's old rod. How wonderful. Biggest tench of the day here. Probably it's a good 5.5, 5 3/4, something like that. And the plan worked perfectly because it's caught on my dad's old rod. So that's a special one. Happy birthday, Dad. He was definitely watching over me today, that's for sure. This one's for him. Well, it's 6 o'clock now, believe it or not, and I've nothing further to report. The last fish I had was that tench around about £5 on my dad's old rod here, which I'm still using. Been using this all afternoon, but no bites. You know, 2 o'clock was the last time I caught that tench, and it's 6 o'clock now, so 4 hours I've been sitting here staring at those indicators and nothing's happening. The day's changed a lot. All afternoon it's clouded over. It's been quite windy. I've had to put my old top on again and my hat, whereas earlier on this morning down the other end of the lake it was t-shirt weather. You know, you need the sunscreen on, so it's a day of two halves really. As I said, it's 6 o'clock. I'll do another 2 hours. I'll fish up to 8 o'clock, but I'm hoping that, you know, it's that 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock period when they should start feeding. So